Hello, welcome. I'm Lori, I'm the founder of the Produce Moms, and I'd like to welcome you to our Facebook Live series. We are in Season 1, Episode 3, and I'm going to tell you all about why I and everyone at the Produce Moms loves watermelon juice. And if you can hear us, please give us a heart, give us a like, so that we know the connection's really good. I don't want you to miss any of this wonderful information that we are about to share with you. All right, so this is the product that I am going to demonstrate and tell you all about today. It's called Tsamma Juice. It's a performance hydration drink, and I want you to know, though, when you see something like this that says performance hydration, there are so many reasons why women like us, our children, you don't have to be a pro athlete to reap the benefits of this kind of a drink. So I've got a personal story I'm going to tell you about, well, first of all, I've been drinking Tsamma Juice since 2014. It was first introduced to me when I was at the sales desk at Indianapolis Fruit Company, because remember, for 10 years, I sold fruits and vegetables and produce department items to grocery stores throughout the United States. So that's when I first discovered Tsamma Juice. I've been a fan since the beginning, so a true early adopter, and it's my pleasure to tell you about this now. We just used it about 3 weeks ago in my household. I've got a 10-year-old son, and unfortunately he got that flu bug that so many people are dealing with right now. And unfortunately, it ended up with us being in the hospital. He was diagnosed basically with just dehydration and the flu. And I, as a mom, I'm like, what am I going to give my son who's ill? I didn't really want to load him up with sugary sports beverages that had artificial dyes. As someone who really understands and appreciates and believes in the power of plants, I knew that I could help my son with something that was natural. And so we used this Tsamma watermelon juice to help him recover. It's a product that I use all the time, though. So it looks like we have our first question. Jennifer's here in the studio.
Mark asks, is this the farm I read about on The Kitchen?
You know what? Yes, this is the farm that you've probably read about on The Kitchen. They've been featured in the New York Times and all sorts of other really cool press. So I'll tell you a little bit about why this farm is so buzzworthy. So Tsamma Juice is a cold pressed watermelon juice. I live in Indiana, as many of you know. They farm throughout the U.S. They're headquartered in Illinois. The facility where they do the cold pressed juice and they bottle this juice, it's about 3 hours from where I live in the state of Indiana. So the article in The Kitchen's a great article. We'll make sure and put it in the comments for you. It tells the story about Sarah. And Sarah Fry is an amazing woman, someone who has brought me under her wing as a mentor, and someone who I really believe that Sarah has the best story in agriculture today. She started her journey selling watermelons, cantaloupes, pumpkins. She was following her mom around when she was 7 years old, and started her sales journey and agriculture journey then. And by the time Sarah was 16, she was selling watermelons out of her own pickup truck. And by the time Sarah was 19, she was navigating national contracts with Walmart stores. And now today, Sarah is the woman and the mom behind Fry Farms, behind Tsamma Juice. And she's built her business to a real American farming empire. I mean, they're the largest pumpkin growers in the United States, one of the largest watermelon growers, and absolutely one of the first people in the beverage industry to put watermelon in a bottle. And, we know a lot about the properties of watermelon. One Tsamma Juice bottle is equivalent to about 1.5 pounds of watermelon. So this right here is 1.5 pounds of cubed watermelon. That's the nutrient that is inside of one of these bottles of Tsamma Juice. And it is important to say, unlike I love the idea of hydrating naturally. I just told you, as a mom, I recently had to do that for my son. But one thing that really frustrates me a little is when I go to that fresh pressed juice section of the produce department, a lot of those juices are really high in calories or really high in sugars. And I would like, if we can zoom in here on the nutrition panel, I want to make sure that our viewers can see what type of label we have. Yeah, can you see there? Okay, so you're talking about less than 100 calories for the entire bottle. So many of the juices are like, oh, this is for half of a bottle. The nutrition panel on Tsamma Juice is for the entire bottle. 19 grams total carbohydrates for the entire bottle. 0 added sugars. And then really this right here is why Tsamma Juice shines, in my opinion. So I already explained to you how much watermelon is in one bottle, 1.5 pounds. Citrulline is one of those nutrient properties within watermelon that make it the perfect performance hydration recovery beverage. Or if you are a sick little baby, like my 10-year-old son was a couple weeks ago, it is the perfect beverage to recover from dehydration or illness. And lycopene and vitamin C and potassium. So these are all nutrient properties that we know, that we associate with performance hydration or athlete recovery, or, you know, this is nature's electrolytes in a bottle. So I encourage you, you know, baseball season's coming up. We have my husband and I, both of our boys are baseball players. We sometimes on a weekend, my 7-year-old and my 10-year-old will play 3 to 4 baseball games in one day. That's a ton of physical activity for a young child. That's a ton of time out in the heat. Dehydration is always a problem at these baseball tournaments. Our coolers are always full of Tsamma Juice. Chip's my husband, he and I, we love how it tastes, first of all, and we really believe in making this available for our children and their teammates. So I am gonna, sorry, that was rude. I can't open a bottle though without drinking it. I am gonna show you one of my favorite things to do when I hydrate with this. So I drink about an ounce out of the bottle, and then I add chia seeds to it. And this is just a way to kind of boost, these are just plain chia seeds, just boost up the natural powers of that Tsamma Juice. So chia seeds are full of fiber, and yeah, we have another question. Thank you.
Bruce asks, is it 100% watermelon juice?
Great question, Bruce. So the bottle I'm holding, the original Tsamma, yes, it is 100% watermelon juice. There's a little bit of powdered lemon juice just for shelf stabilization. And then we do have a couple other varieties here. The coconut water blend is one of my absolute favorites if you like coconut water, and we all know about the benefits of coconut water for hydration. And then this one too. This is their newest flavor, the blueberry one. And this blueberry Tsamma is the perfect marriage of, in my opinion, 2 produce department superfoods. I mean, it is, we know, let's go ahead and pour some of these so you guys can see what the drinks look like. So this is the coconut water. I'll put this over ice. Really light. Smells like a coconut water and watermelon juice. It's delicious. You're gonna just love the way this one looks. Look at that beautiful juice. See how it's got that dark purple from the blueberries. These are great over ice. They're great cold. I'll go ahead and fill this up so you can see.
Alex has a question.
Hey, Alex.
These are pulp-free, right?
They sure are. Great question. You know, I cannot stand pulp. I don't know if I should say that or not. I know somewhere someone who makes a juice full of pulp is like, I just don't like the texture of it. And this is a completely pulp-free beverage. A great way for you to, and that's one reason I'm able to get my children to enjoy it. Look how pretty this is. Can't you just see yourself this spring and summer sitting at the pool drinking Tsamma, or at the beach? Perfect beach beverage. We have another question.
Helena asks, where can we find them? Are they at Kroger?
Great question, Helena. You know, I wish they were at Kroger. No, I cannot buy them at Kroger right now. But trust me, I'm calling 800 Krogers all the time requesting, because that's the most convenient grocery store for my house. So we will put in the comment section where you can find the Tsamma Juice. I buy it at the Fresh Market, and they're also available. Great selection of Tsamma Juice at Publix, Schnucks, and we'll make sure that all of the retailers that carry it, though, are listed in the comment section so that you can easily find it. And like we always say, if there's a produce department item that you want and it is not available at your grocery store, you really do, as the shopper, you have that power to make the request. I do it, like I said, I do it all the time because I'm making an extra trip to buy my Tsamma Juice. Trust me, I want to have it at the grocery store that that's most convenient for me. So request it. There's ample ways you can do that, Helena. Social media, there are contact forms on your preferred grocer's website. There are usually 1-800 numbers. You can also simply talk to store management when you are shopping. So great question. Thank you. Yes, another question.
Stephanie, how long does a bottle of Tsamma Juice stay fresh?
Great question, Stephanie. And all of your Tsamma Juice, it's really nice because they have the best by date, and there's no confusion. Sometimes, when you see these stamps, sometimes they'll say like sell by. Well, what does sell by mean? Does that mean that it's still safe for me to drink if the sell by date has passed? Tsamma Juice makes there's no confusion. Their stamp says best by, and it has the date, so it's very crystal clear for you as the consumer. And I will say that when Tsamma Juice does their cold pressed watermelon juice, I know the farmers. I know the Fry Farms family, and they explained to me that on the day it is pressed, it's in a 45-day stamp. So you've got plenty of time. But I'll be honest with you, I've never had the problem where my Tsamma Juice has expired, because when I bring it home, we really fight over it. Me, my husband, my son. So remember, I added chia seeds to this one. That's a great way to start your day. Chia seeds they're just such an incredible superfood, and the Tsamma Juice is already a superfood, but it has a lot of fiber. So I love just starting my day with Tsamma Juice that has the chia seeds in it. And if you haven't added chia seeds to your juice or smoothies, they get, especially your juice where you're not blending them up, they get this like really cool gelatinous texture. So I love them. Great way to start your day. Yes, another question.
Christy.
Hi, Christy.
What does cold pressed mean?
Good question, Christy. That is the style in which the juice is taken from the cold, raw form and then pressed into the juice, as opposed to, a heat processed juice. And what we'll do is, that's a real technical question, and we definitely want to make sure that it gets properly answered. So we'll make sure that Tsamma Juice Fry Farms has an opportunity to chime in on that. And I'm sure that I know that there's access there's information on their website about the cold press process, because it is kind of a technical process. And being someone who, I love produce, but I haven't spent a whole lot of time in the juice processing facility, so I don't want to misrepresent that. But to keep it simple, it is fresh, cold produce that's then pressed. There's no processing or pasteurization that occurs. So great question, and we'll make sure and get you the more technical answer to that as well. So we've got a fun fact for you. Tsamma Juice, because of all of these amazing properties that we went through earlier, the citrulline, lycopene and vitamin C, potassium, this juice is actually the official performance hydration beverage of the University of Alabama. Their football team, which I don't care where you live, we all know that the University of Alabama is one of the best football teams in the United States, and their athletes recover with Tsamma Juice. So after every practice, after every game, Tsamma Juice is the beverage that they enjoy. And I think that's really cool. So I I do want to do a little cocktail before we say goodbye, because this is such a fun way. We just have a couple champagnes here, little mini champagnes. Let me see if I can get this opened easily. I'm used to the big bottle, but, oh, perfect. Ah! Happy Friday. All right. So, little champagne in your flute glass here. Then we will add, this is the original Tsamma Juice. Oh my goodness. Tsamma Juice. Look how beautiful that is. So for anyone who is celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend, I recommend Tsamma Juice mimosas. This is a perfect way to celebrate if you're hosting a bridal shower, or just simply getting together with people you love. Celebrate. This one is the blueberry one, just so you can see. They actually both look pretty similar in color. Looks great. We've got some garnish ideas here. Frozen blueberries. Looks so good. I'll tell you what, you know, that's delicious, first of all. And when I drink Tsamma Juice, I really do feel like I can breathe better. So, and after I've had the opportunity to learn from the Fry Farms family, I believe that I know that is because of the citrulline. So this product, what separates Tsamma Juice really from all other products, I mean, we know watermelon is the lycopene leader in produce. We know that watermelon has, you know, great properties such as potassium and vitamin C. But the citrulline is what makes Tsamma Juice really nature's recovery beverage. So I hope you enjoy it. You don't have to be a professional athlete or a University of Alabama football player to enjoy this. For moms like you and I, this is a great product. You know, I struggled when I was pregnant with my boys. I struggled with cramps, like Charlie horses and foot cramps. I have heard from several women that drinking Tsamma Juice during their pregnancies really helped eliminate that. And again, it's because that citrulline keeps the blood flowing. And enjoy. We do have a couple giveaways. So if you want to comment right now in the comment section the word sweet, you will be entered to win this really cool pop socket that also serves as the stand. Look at how cool that is. A little watermelon pop socket. We also have Fry Farms is going to send some swag to some of our viewers today. Good Vibes sticker. You know, they really are Good Vibes really describes the Tsamma Juice and Fry Farms family. Home slice. Love it. So comment sweet. You'll be entered to win all of these fun swag items. Definitely look for Tsamma Juice at your grocery store. We love it. We'll include more details in our newsletter. Make sure that you like, follow, share. We want to keep this Series 1 going. Thank you so much to Fry Farms for their support. We're going to make sure and drop that story from the kitchen into the comments because Sarah Fry has one of the best stories in American agriculture. And, you know, this is a mom and woman-owned business, and she's a true entrepreneur and trailblazer for our industry. And I couldn't be more thankful for the mentorship that she has provided me at the Produce Moms, which has really encouraged me to level up what we're doing and better serve you all. So Sarah's a big part of my personal journey too. And her watermelon juice is a big part of my household. So from my household to yours, enjoy Tsamma Juice. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you follow the Produce Moms. We are live every Friday at 11 a.m. We would love for you to join us and share this broadcast because, hey, your participation is what's going to keep this going. So thank you so much. Thank you to Fry Farms and Tsamma Juice. I hope you all have a wonderful Friday.